This video is crazy. Straight from the mouth of Fortnite, we've got our first official Season 8 information. We've got details on voted things in Season 8. We've got information on will Double Pump ever come back, information on other parts of the map being deleted, all from the source of a Fortnite Reddit AMA. Ask Me Anything, where official Fortnite employees have gone and answered loads of our questions all about Fortnite, all about Fortnite Season 8, and I've got every single answer right here in this video. If you don't believe me, I'll hit you with the banger right now. Planes are being voted in Season 8. That is right, this is the final week you'll be able to use planes in Fortnite, as come next Thursday with the release of Season 8, they will be voted. But planes being voted is only a tiny amount of the information. We've got news on whether or not bouncers will come back. Are they going to add in a new resurrection system to try and take on Apex's reviving system? All of this will be answered in today's video. Trust me, it's going to be nuts. There's so much information. If you aren't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. We're going to get so much more information over the next week leading up to Season 8's release, which is kicking off next Thursday, the 28th of February. Don't forget that you can complete yourself the overtime challenges. If you do 13 of these, you'll get the battle pass for Season 8 for free next week. Also, huge announcement, your supporter creator code resets every 2 weeks, and about 2 weeks ago, loads of you guys entered code AliA, getting ready for the free weapon wrap. Loads of you have already got your free weapon wrap, but check your store as the code will disappear. Head back over to your store, whatever device you're on, pop back in code AliA, get ready for Season 8, and you can get a shout out on screen here, just like all of these guys have. This is super important. Make sure there's nothing empty there, otherwise you're just missing out on supporting someone. Now that you've got code AliA entered, let's get into the juicy information. If you're excited, smash that thumbs up button and let's get into it. The first question is, what is their favorite in-game Fortnite event from an Epic employee? They say that the assembly of everyone for the rocket event was crazy, but they also loved the mellow event as well. Leave a comment down below. What's been your favorite live event so far in Fortnite? Is there any plans to reintroduce a storm damage to structures? This was a thing within Fortnite for a while. They say that not at the moment. It didn't end up working out as they wanted it to, so it doesn't look like that's going to be coming back anytime soon. So many of you guys asked me this. Any progress towards Middle East servers yet? Currently they are working with multiple providers to get these servers working, but realistically this is still going to take a little while. Currently server providers don't cover that area very well, so it's not necessarily Fortnite's fault. It's just trying to find a company that can actually give you guys some good servers. Oof, this is a big one. Describe Season 8 in 4 words. This is a little bit of a decoding secret message. Let me know if you can work out what they're trying to say here. Number 1, bananas. Number 2 is then listed again as number 1 and also says bananas. Number 3 is then listed as a letter capital B and again bananas. And then number 4 has a space and again says bananas. What on earth does that mean? Are they just trying to tell us it's going to be crazy? Are there actually going to be bananas in the game? Is it going to be jungle themed? What are they trying to tell us here, guys? Leave a comment down below. Let me know if you can decipher this message and work out what they're trying to tell us for Season 8. Custom reticules. Ooh, I like this one. We've talked about it. They said they think there's value in actual having custom reticles in game, but they want to make sure they do it right. Fortnite always want to make sure they do it right. There's almost so much testing going on for anything in Fortnite, and at the moment they're still thinking about it, but it could be something that happened. There aren't too many reticles actually in game, I guess. You've got the sniper scopes, but everything else from a third person angle doesn't fully zoom down sight, so maybe it's just more customization to the weapon, customization to the actual scopes in game. I think it could be really cool and be a nice thing to see in game. How does Fortnite react to everyone saying bring back whatever people want to see brought back? Now, I am an OG player. There's definitely some things I'd like to see return. They say they just appreciate it. They know that they've got a lot of OG fans. And smash that like button if you guys haven't done it already. Epic Games have told you to do it, so make sure you get it done. Do you miss Prison as much as I do? Prison was a OG part of the Fortnite map, just in case you guys weren't aware. This person from Epic Games wasn't actually in Prison, and they just say yes. And there's so many OG parts of the map I'd love to see return. Moisty Mire, Prison, Factories, so many of them. And who knows, maybe they'll come back. Ooh, a big one. Do you have any plans to bring back bouncers? Not at the moment. Ooh, controversial one. I know people love bouncers. A great way to get around the map. but it looks like Fortnite thought they were a little bit too good. This is a big one, and it's almost a direct answer to Apex having such a great communication system in-game. For those of you guys that are playing it at the moment, they say, have you ever considered improvements to team communication? Currently, you can't move and communicate with your squads. It's a little bit clunky. They say there's definitely some improvements coming in Season 8 that will help with map markers, team communication, and more. So that's a great news. I can't remember the last time I've asked someone to give me ammo, but those little things could work so well, and it's good to know that they're addressing and making them even better. With the driftboard being the latest thing in Fortnite, already the question is being thrown out there, are they planning on keeping the driftboard, or will it go very soon? They say they're working on a new single occupancy vehicle, and they aren't quite sure how it will work with this new item or new vehicle and the driftboard that's currently in the game. However, they're really happy with how everyone received the driftboard. It is a really fun item, so we'll see how long it sticks around for. Hopefully a decent time into Season 8, and then whenever this new vehicle comes around, I'd assume probably the driftboard will be off. Oh, another juicy one. Will the building in Tilted ever be safe? Now, we know the answer to this one. The specific building they're talking about is the one that always gets knocked down. It's been hit by a meteor, it's broken down several times, it's finally been rebuilt, it's got a satellite on top of it. However, we know that the earthquake will affect this building, and it will come crumbling down probably over the next week or so leading up to Season 8, or maybe after Season 8's in-game events. They replied saying, is anything really safe? A little bit of a vague answer there, but we know the answer, guys. Oh, there's so many juicy questions in this. Will the Zapatron return to Battle Royale in the future? This is a Zapatron rifle. You can see it on screen here. It was in the game for like minutes, maybe? I don't know. It was meant to be in a patch like literally a year and a half ago. It was taken out pretty much instantly, and they just say, the what? With an electric thundercloud emoji and a little bit of a thinking emoji. So, giving nothing away there, if they added it in, I would freak out. I think everyone would freak out. I love this question because I have always asked for this. Is there any plans for a classic mode which would bring back not only the original map, but also all the original mechanics and weapons, everything basically, restoring it to what it was like in Season 1, Season 2. Obviously, we've had the unvaulted mode, and they say that. They've had the unvaulted mode. It's going to be renamed to the classic limited time mode, where they tried to encompass everything that was old with the game by bringing in all the old items, but it's unlikely that they'll bring the old map back and the old tunings, but the limited time mode, the classic mode, will probably come back soon. I'm a little bit sad. I would love, and I still think Fortnite, if you are watching this video, you have to bring back the OG Season 1 map. Season 1 map at some point. People would freak, everyone would jump on the game, it would be nuts, and you just gotta do it. For any of you that's on Nintendo Switch and looking for 60 FPS, unfortunately at the moment it doesn't look like it's gonna happen, be it like a power issue with the Switch not being strong enough, but I know some of you guys out there do play on the Switch, so I thought I'd answer that one as well. Is the double shotgun ever gonna be brought back? Ooh, a big hitting question. We do not have any plans to bring back the double shotgun. The main issue is the high damage, and also the fact that it allowed it to shoot faster. That's not how the weapon's meant to be. The idea is this high damage, slow fire rate, but you can bypass it by double pumping. So it's not going to be coming back. It was a glitch, essentially. It's not meant to be in the game. So sucks, guys. Doesn't look like it's going to return, unfortunately. Do you ever intend to slow down the game in terms of mobility? Well, they've already answered this by saying that they're not going to bring back the jump pad, so they're not going to be increasing things too much, apparently. But they say specifically, we're always reevaluating availability of different items, including the mobility items, mobility being like redeploy, jump pad, even like planes, just ways to get around the map quicker, essentially. And their goal is to have a healthy mix of all items without overdoing it or allowing people to basically get around the map way too quickly, which is probably why the plane's being vaulted, by the way. Another big one in direct response to Apex allowing you to pick up your teammate's beacon and revive them from a spawn point. Currently in Fortnite, because you get 50 shield or health if you don't have any, if you're low on health, from killing an enemy, especially in duos and squads, means if you go down, just get thirsted instantly, but you're just left there to watch your teammates and basically do nothing. So someone asked, will respawning ever be in the game to cancel out thirsting? They said they're considering this mechanic for a while and they've been exploring it. They want to make sure it's perfect before they put it in the game, but look for updates in Season 8. Season 8 is set up to be a big one, ladies and gentlemen, with lots of changes, lots of things that people want. I love that. Another one asked, will the getaway LTM ever come back? They say all LTMs have a chance to come back. For any of you guys that missed that, you picked up like a shiny llama, basically took it to a getaway vehicle. It's quite a fun mode, a little bit easy to be honest with you, but anything could come back. It's a cool one. How long does it typically take to make an outfit from design to actually arriving in the game? They say anywhere between 8 and 12 weeks. So you're looking at about 2 to 3 months from design phase to actually ending up in the game, which means if you look ahead to Season 8 skins, they were making them 3 months ago, maybe even more. So any skins you see in the game were back in development ages and ages ago, which is really interesting. Are there any plans to bring back old popular points of interest, basically named areas, such as risky reels? And they just reply saying nothing like this is ever off the table. Oh, your favorite spot could be back in the game at some point, guys. You never know. Someone asked for a specific ranked mode, so you could jump into solos unranked, which is just casual, and then solos ranked, which is always competitive. At the moment, they say the response to that is the pop-up cups, which are almost in effect all the time, but at the moment are just time-based pop-up cups. They say they want to include competing whenever you want, which at the moment doesn't quite work because the pop-up cups are just limited times. Measuring your skills and then being challenged. So it looks like they are moving potentially towards a mode where you can always be playing in a competitive environment. And then if you want to play casually, you can be playing elsewhere, which is cool. I like the fact they're separating that out potentially even more in the future. Do you intend to improve any of these sounds? Sound is a huge thing in Fortnite, and not to go into complete detail because masses of answers here and very detailed answers. But they do say they're going to be adding an ADS sound, so when you aim down sights with weapons, crouching sounds as well, just small dynamic sounds so that when you do them you know they're happening, and more in-game as well, including hitting weak points when you're harvesting, more dynamic sounds as well. Being able to locate enemies is always hyper important in Fortnite, so obviously the sound team over at Fortnite are always hard at work. If you've ever accidentally bought something in the store, personally I haven't. I mean, I buy everything, so I'm a stupid person to ask, but maybe you have. But they say they are working a way to prevent accidental purchases. You can at the moment go into the store, by the way, and actually give back a skin and get the V-Bucks back, but I think you can only do that 3 times on one account, just in case you weren't aware. Someone asked who's got the most wins at the Epic Games headquarters. Someone called Epic Tense, whose real name is Mitch, has 577 wins. That's not bad. How many do I have? Yeah, they've got more than me, and they're working at Epic Games. That's seriously impressive. Someone asked what's the hardest location they've gotten rid of so far in Fortnite. They say Dusty Divot. Oh yeah, sorry, it is Dusty Divot now. It was Dusty Depot, since that was the first time they ever made a decision to make a huge change in the map on a large scale. Obviously, the meteor strike destroyed Dusty Depot, a very central part of the map, and it has still had that meteor hole in it since. And generally, everything is a bittersweet change to it, for something old leaving and something new entering. Finally, one more word to describe Season 8, bananas. I don't know why they're using this word so much. I don't know if it's an internal joke. I don't know if they're actually teasing something here. I want to say they are. What could be linked to bananas? I'm thinking maybe jungle themed. I don't know why I keep thinking pirates. That doesn't link to bananas at all. Maybe you guys can have a better idea of what all this banana talk is about when it comes to Season 8. But so much covered there. Jump pads, double pump, planes. Oh my gosh. Remember guys, your supporter creator code does disappear every 2 weeks. Make sure you've got AliA registered in the store, and make sure you get those overtime challenges done. Ready for February, Thursday the 28th with the launch of Season 8. I've got so many awesome videos going up over the next few days as well, so thank you to everyone that is subscribed. Make sure you do it if you haven't done so already. Woo, loads of details there. One of the biggest informational videos I think I've ever done. Thank you Fortnite for doing this AMA. It's been awesome to get this insight. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow as always for another video. Goodbye.